Kuzuzampola everybody. Welcome back to Vibe with MJ. Today we are diving back into the Starlink in Bhutan. I have been getting tons of questions, so let's break it all down. First up, how do you order Starlink? It's super easy. Just go to starlink.com/bt or download the app on your smartphone, enter your address, check the availability. If it's available, you can place your order straight away. Be mindful of the location selected, as this will be where the Starlink satellite will point to. Shipping will be calculated as per your location while ordering. Once it arrives, follow the steps, instructions in the Starlink app. Easy, right? One of the repeating questions that I tend to get is, what is the best package and the difference between Starlink devices? To answer this, let's break down all the Starlink options available, including their one-time setup cost and monthly subscription packages. First thing first, I'll only cover for personal service plans which we can use the app to order for. For business plans, I heard you have to contact a private IT company in Bhutan. For personal plans, there are two types of devices that you can choose from. One, mini device. It will cost you around 18,900 including the shipping. The one I have covered in my earlier videos. This has a built-in Wi-Fi on the antenna itself. Two, standard device. It will cost you around 34,900 including the shipping. This comes with an antenna and a router that you can place it within your office, home or hotel. These are your one-time costs. Once you decide on this, you then have to decide on the monthly subscription. Residential is the best subscription to connect at home, as this has unlimited data. However, this is for fixed location services. Here you can choose from two options. One, Residential Lite, which will cost you 3,000 per month and has unlimited data. However, it has deprioritized data, meaning the speed will reduce as per the priority, the number of users at that particular time, like peak and off-peak hours on the packages that we have. Two, Residential, 4,200 per month. Here you will get unlimited data and the speed will remain same throughout. Starlink also has an option for users who do not have a specific location or fixed location. This package comes under Roam. In this, you can connect while traveling anywhere in over 100 markets. Key features include countrywide coverage in that country, in-motion use, travel, coastal coverage, and unlike residential package, here you can pause when you don't need it and resume it later whenever you want. The packages they have under this roaming plans are 50 GB package, best for infrequent and individual travel with low use, because there is 50 GB capping of the data, just like our mobile plans. This will cost you 4,200 per month. Unlimited, number two, best for RVers, campers, traveler, trekkers, and those who work on the go. This will cost you 8,400 per month. Mobile priority, best for in-motion, high-speed application across the globe. This will cost you around 22,000 per month. Thus, it's critical for you to decide what base suits you and to plan and order accordingly. Next, I often get this question: what are the payments accepted for Bhutanese residing in Bhutan? While Starlink accepts credit cards, debit cards, and PayPal for payments, in Bhutan, apparently BOB Visa card doesn't work, while BNB's Visa debit card works. Other options that I know includes T-Bank Visa card, Druk PNB's Mastro debit cards. However, I haven't tested it myself. If you run into issues, please do contact your bank to ensure the payment goes through, or check in well in advance if Starlink payments work. Next, one of the common concerns is clear line of sight during installation. Absolutely. Starlink requires a clear view of sky to work properly. Use the Starlink app to check for any obstructions like trees or building before installing. The antenna needs to see the sky to communicate with the satellite, so placement is the key. Further, since Earth rotates and so does Starlink satellites, you need a 360-degree clear view to have a proper handoff between the satellites. Next, people tend to wonder if we need any additional router or access point, and if the Starlink's Wi-Fi is strong enough. Well, it depends. Both Starlink router and the built-in Wi-Fi has a limited range, so if your house is large or has thick walls, you might need an additional router or a mesh system for better coverage. I personally use a TP-Link mesh system and it works great. Just connect it via Ethernet from Starlink antenna or router for the best results. However, one thing, pardon me if it's too technical, you have to disable DHCP on third-party router so that it doesn't conflict with Starlink's DHCP and you'll end up having IP conflict. Talking about IP, Starlink works totally on private IP due to the scarcity of IPv4 addresses. Unless you want to host servers and all on your network, this can be ignored completely. If public or global IP are must, there might be a way for personal users, and Starlink does provide public IPs on business plans now. I promise no more technical stuffs after this. Top questions that I get is on speed and performance. Starlink is a game changer. Well, at least for landlocked countries like Bhutan, you can expect download speeds between 50 to 200 Mbps and upload speeds of 200 to 20 Mbps. It's perfect for streaming, working from home, and even video calls. Just make sure you have a clear view of the sky for best performance. However, all this depends on the plans that you subscribe to. Next, a lot of gamers want to know the latency while gaming. Gamers, listen up. Starlink's latency is around 20 to 40 milliseconds as claimed by themselves. I personally haven't tested, and this still stands out as the gray area in my Starlink's video segments. However, one of my friend who is a gamer himself tells me Starlink is definitely not for the gamers. The latency is high and games like Dota 2 lags and gets disconnected. The existing fiber and lease line are better, he highlighted. I also get concerns on troubleshooting after the installation. Having issues? Don't worry. First, use the Starlink app itself to check for obstruction or alignment problems. If the antenna isn't connecting, try rebooting. For other advanced issues, Starlink support team is super responsive. Just log in to their account on their website and submit a ticket. I am not qualified enough to help you with this. However, I'll try to share as much as I can through my experiences. Lasola. That's it. If you have more questions, drop them in the comments and I'll try to answer them here or in my next video. If you like what I have shared, please don't forget to like, subscribe and follow. Why with MJ for more videos. Cheers.